Well, hello there. Excuse me a second while I check this stream. Just got back from what you would call one of them fancy formal parties. Got myself a tie, got my good shirt on, good hat, and the old American sunglasses. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I want to see my stream, please. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Your channel. It would help if I did not have this unlisted. Public save. Yes, these are the problems you can get into if you do not check things. But I just want to make sure I have good audio. There we go. And I've got audio. Cool. So, welcome everybody to a Christmas stream. Let's get out of our formal wear here, and we'll put on our holiday hat. Yes, and we'll put on our reading sunglasses. Yes. And I would like to say a very Merry Christmas to any family members watching, anyone from the Dowse family, my stepmother, Vaughn, my brother, Nicholas, of course, my own mother, Peggy, and my stepfather, Bill, and everybody else. There are too many Dowses to name off. This video would take an extra half an hour, and I really want to get into the subject at hand. That would be UgliDawg and the Christmas ribs. So, I should probably go get UgliDawg. When it comes to family traditions, there is no tradition in our family that's existed longer, I think, than UgliDawg. Alright, so my mom attempts to explain this monstrosity to me thusly. Where is the story of UgliDawg? There we go. Now, I might be looking a little off center as I read this on this monitor over here. My camera is here. I've got a second monitor over here. Oh my God, I love this dual monitor setup. All right, so here we go. The story of UgliDawg. UgliDawg is over 100 years old. He belonged to my great-grandmother, Maggie Farr. She passed him down to her daughter, Lena, and Aunt Lena passed him down to me. Aunt Leah painted him the black and red colors he shows today that really, really bring out his beauty. God, look at he's dressed like Elton John right now. This is just life at my house. He has looked like this my whole life, and I can't bring myself to change him, so I dress him up for the holidays. And you can see UgliDawg at the beginning, or at the, what's it called? The card for the video. Thumbnail, there we are. Yes, the thumbnail for the video is UgliDawg. And there's just a series of these holiday cards that my mother decided to make one year. And yeah, I'll try to share them with you as the year goes on. So, furthermore, the holiday tradition that my grandfather has passed down is one of ribs for Christmas Eve, which might sound very unusual, but I think you might find it a little bit heartwarming. So my mother, Peggy, continues on. When I was a kid, my grandfather Farr would send us money to go out for dinner on Christmas Eve. We always went to a restaurant that served both pizza and ribs. My father loved ribs. So I have continued the family tradition of having ribs on Christmas Eve. My sister also does most years, and my brother did too when he was alive. Here's to you, Dad. All right, that fails to explain why they had ribs on Christmas Eve. My grandfather Afar worked for as a coal miner, I believe. I don't really remember him. I barely remember my grandmother. I didn't get to know her too well either. But my grandfather died when I was very, very young. And what happened was he was a very poor Kentucky coal miner, as opposed to my grandfather Alexander, who was also worked for the coal industry, but he made a lot more money doing it. He was a supervisor as opposed to a worker. So he was able to provide his family with ribs whenever they damn well pleased. The Alexander side of my family has definitely been more well off than the Stagner far side. The far side. Yeah, that's why everything's weird. We are the far side. Anyways, so to continue on that story, they didn't get to eat out very often. They were always, they're always just trying to pinch every single penny. They lived in a very poor community, and the area still isn't very financially stable as it is. So I've been out there before, and it's just, there's nothing out there. I much prefer Florida with all the malls and all the roads. Yeah, we've got like more than one McDonald's. Actually, I don't even know if they have a McDonald's in that town. By God, some of the backwaters in Kentucky are just oof. And hello, Aunt Linda, Uncle Joe, Jamie, Sherry, and everybody else on that side of the family too. I've got more cousins, and let's see, there's Kimmy and Steph, and they've got all kinds of kids and stuff. And hey, look, it's UgliDawg. It's UgliDawg. All right, I'm going to put UgliDawg down before I break it. UgliDawg is the oldest living family member. If it was, oh God, I hope it's not living. So that is the story of UgliDawg and ribs for Christmas Eve. I'm getting ready to eat some Oriental rib roast, which is a recipe that I've found when I was working in a meat department that we have served for the last easy 25 years because it's just so damn good. And one day I'll give you that recipe as well. But for now, you're going to have to settle for the current recipe for Jefferson Family ribs. It's not hard. Rub with rub of choice. Lately, my mother has been using Chef Paul Prudhomme's seasoning blends, but they've used many different rubs. You can do whatever, obviously, to taste. They use something called butt rub. There's all kinds of rubs out there to experiment with. And it's a good recipe, so you'll want to make it more than once. Of course, the various rubs are going to give you various flavoring on the ribs, but cooking them couldn't be easier. So you're going to rub all over your ribs. That's why it's called rub, because you rub it. Shouldn't focus on that. Wrap the ribs in foil and put them on some baking sheets and bake them in the oven at 260 degrees for 4 to 5 hours. The meat will fall right off the bones. That's it. That's it right there. I've got the recipe in the video description. It's not much to remember, but if you want to write it down, 260 degrees for 4 to 5 hours, seasoning of your choice, wrap it in foil to keep it nice and moist. And oh my God, it's that simple to make such a delicious Christmas Eve dinner. Usually we pair it with potato salad. We've got a Jefferson Family potato salad recipe. I didn't make it this year because I haven't been feeling super great. I'm actually feeling much better right now than I usually do, which is a Christmas miracle. Thank God. I've been laid up for over a year now. It's terrible. But I've been up and about and getting stuff done, and it's nice to be able to move around again. It's a beautiful Christmas miracle. And with the potato salad, it's too rich for my blood. If I can't help myself but to eat a whole bunch of it, which is bad because I'll go straight to sleep. It'll shoot my cholesterol up, and it's better for me just not to have it around. But I will make that recipe for you as well because it's just so damn good. And I'd like to wish everybody in the Famalot a very Merry Christmas. Cody, Hannah, Barricade, Magnolia Gaming, Centaria, there's Ron, Nevermore Purge, and Terrariku, and Chad Amsler, and Monstar, and Ram Ranch, and oh my god. Somebody's going to get upset because I'm going to forget Megan, and God, I need to cover all the mods. GM Lyoko, who else? Rihanna's a mod now on the stream. There's so many people to remember. I don't know how Cody does it. God, he's so much better at this than me. And you can see in my background, I've upgraded a little bit. Got my flag, got my Game Grumps poster, got some decorations, a couple shirts you can find in either Hannah or Cody's store. And I've got some homemade eggnog that I made last time, so I'd like you to take a moment with me, pause, give thanks for all the people around you, if you got them, and if you don't, talk to somebody in the family. That's what we're here for. We're here to create a community. I know that it's really been great. I'm glad I'm wearing these sunglasses. I'm misting up a little bit, actually, thinking about how wonderful this community has been. It's been about 6 months now, and we've had our ups, we've had our downs, but mostly ups. So cheers to that. Still so good. And I added more bourbon to the mix because it was a little bit light before. And I'm going to be drinking some of this, playing some Diablo 3 with the, whoever. I might be playing Left 4 Dead or whatever anybody wants to play today. I hope to get some kind of a community game going if people are available. If not, just enjoy your holiday. We'll see you around. Later.